Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 1019. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. With Bull City Hangout, basically, I tell you what's happening today in Durham as taken from the pages of the Durham Skywriter. And if you could share this out, it would be really great so that more people here in Durham can know what's happening. Also, every day I post a link. I just spoke with Santos Flores. Hadn't seen him for years, so hopefully he'll be coming on the show soon. I was explaining to him, as I'm saying to you, I post a different link every day. I use StreamYard, which means every time I live stream, I have to use a new link. So I post that on the Facebook side. So be sure to follow Durham Skywriter on Facebook. That's the only place where you can get the link to join me on camera. And I invite you to do so you can hang out, share some information, or otherwise promote yourself and or your business. Okay, let's get started on the word page. That is the government and nonprofit information page. I do like to start out by saying that there are some really great programs and services offered by local nonprofits, also by the city of Durham, and also Durham County that you can read about at your convenience on the word page. Also, let me tell you about the vacancies on some of these boards, City of Durham boards. If you're interested, you can actually apply to be chosen to serve on the board. You have to go to meetings and read, reports and things and get involved. So if you're interested in any of these topics that I'll be telling you about, then you can put in your application by tomorrow. Now, some openings, that's Durham County. This is City of Durham. City of Durham. Just a second, bear with me. There it is. So these particular vacancies are, the deadline is tomorrow, end of day tomorrow. So that's the Recreation Advisory Commission, the Durham Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Commission, the Housing Appeals Board, the Citizens Advisory Committee, and also the Affordable Housing Implementation Committee. And there are other openings, other vacancies, but you can read about those at your convenience. Okay. Let's see what's on the docket for Durham Tech Small Business Center. The Durham County libraries are all open until 8 tonight. Bragtown closes at 6. And let's see what's happening with Durham Tech. They have this small business center downtown where they have these free webinars. They're actually online. So I actually took the liberty of grabbing some additional classes that are being given across the state, because why not? They're free. So let's see, what's today, the 19th? Let's see. Here's some classes from 2 until 3, marketing your business online, search engine marketing. Another good one. Let's see, from 3 until 5, online seller for the small business owner. Also, from 6 until 7:30, Web Wednesday, choosing a platform for your website. Compare Squarespace, Shopify, and Wix. Wix is what I use. From 6 until 8, Agri-Veteran Program, maximizing your profits and belt tightening. And I think that's it for today. That's it for today. These classes are all free. They're all online. Just sign up and attend, take notes. You can learn so much. I took a couple of classes last week, and I might probably take some classes this week as well, because why not? More knowledge, more better, so to speak. Okay, let's see. Oh, it looks like SCORE has a workshop. Let's see. They have one tomorrow. SCORE is the, let me get it right, Service Corps of Retired Executives. They have these free webinars. They also have mentors that you can talk to over the phone, online, etc. So tomorrow's class, well, you know what? This is today. Today's the 19th. Okay, today, from 1 until 2. This is today. Okay, it is, do you have what it takes to run a business? Step-by-step self-assessment workshop. That is going to be a really good one. And then I got confused because they also have one tomorrow. Now, tomorrow's workshop is starting a business, real stories and knowledge from women entrepreneurs. There you go. Let's see. Let's go to the school tools page real quick. See what's happening with the schools. Let's see. I think both of these events are NCCU events. Let's see. No, the first one is. Okay, so this is happening today, starting at 3:30. North Carolina Central University's Men's Achievement Center and Integrated Biosciences Program, okay, they're hosting a hybrid panel discussion. It's Black Men in STEM. STEM is science, technology, engineering, mathematics. So Black men in STEM. This conversation focuses on the health disparity needs in the Black community. And this is where African American scientists will discuss why they chose their particular fields and the barriers that they faced and, of course, got over. So you can attend in person. So this is going to be in the new NCCU Student Center on Fayetteville and Nelson Street. And if you can't make it, or if you know parking is always kind of a problem. So if you know there's going to be a parking problem, you just don't want to bother, that you can attend virtually. So I have a link so that you can sign up and attend virtually. So in person or virtually. And also, I think if you attend in person, I think they have snacks. Just saying. Okay. Speaking of snacks, the Moorhead Fall Carnival is today, and we're talking about Moorhead Montessori School, and this is over there on Lakewood. The official address is 909 Cobb Street. So they're hosting their Moorhead Fall Carnival from 5:30 until 7:30. So you can buy some tasty food and beverages, and you can actually go to the link that I provided on the School Tools page. You can actually order your hot dogs, cotton candy, whatever in advance, which I think is very clever. They're going to have music, family games. They also are going to have a raffle for gift baskets, which were put together by the Moorhead Montessori students, which I think is a very cute idea. So again, free admission, 5:30 until 7:30 at Moorhead. Okay, let's go to the To Your Health page where I do have your COVID-19 test and vaccine updates, along with places where you can pick up the tests that you can take at home, the rapid tests. Let's see. To Your Health. There it is. The American Red Cross is having a blood drive. So let's look at that. Let me scroll down. So the American Red Cross is at Doubletree at Meridian Corporate Park. Of course, that's on Meridian Parkway. And they will be there until 4. They're there now. Also, the Trinity School of Durham and Chapel Hill on Pickett Road. They start at 1:30 and they will be there until 6. The Blood Connection is also, wait, let me check tomorrow. Almost missed this. The American Red Cross will also be at Bow, Bell, and Howell. This is on South Alston Avenue. This is going to be tomorrow from 10 until 4. And I will remind you tomorrow as well. Now, the Blood Connection, they're having a blood drive as well. Let's see. Today, they're at Durham Tech on Lawson Street, in the Wynn Center, Building 10, in the multi-purpose room. And they're already there, and they will be there until 3. This is Durham Tech. Also, they will be at Q2 Solutions on Ellis Road. They're already there, and they will be there until 3 this afternoon. And now, I'm going to the top of the page, and let's check out the health events page. That's where the support group information is. So clicking on that, clicking again on that, there we are. Scrolling down to 19, let's see. The Metastatic Cancer Support Group meeting for women. This is going to be this afternoon from 3 until 4:30. It's run by Duke. I do have the contact information so that you can go ahead and get that Zoom link. Also, the Blood and Marrow Transplant Survivorship Support Group, they will be meeting from 4 until 5:30. Also run by Duke. I also have the contact information for you on the health events page, which is you get there by going to the health page, Then you click on the big blue button at the top of the page. Okay, let's go to the legal page. You know, early voting starts tomorrow, so let's check that out. Let's see, legal ease. There it is. First, let me remind you that Kids Voting Durham, as always, they put together an incredible vote planner / election guide. It's online. It's really, really good if you're a first-time voter. You're just not sure how it all works. Even if you're an experienced voter, I've been voting every time since 1978. Yes. So even if you're experienced, this is still, you need this election guide so that you can know who's running. And they ask questions of the candidates. You can find out where they stand with the different issues. So definitely check out the Kids Voting Durham voting planner. Now, early voting starts tomorrow in Durham County. And let's see, so it's going to be weekdays, 8 until 7:30. Okay, 8 a.m., 7:30 p.m. Saturdays, 8 until 3. Sundays, 2 until 6. So I'll just rattle off the places real quick. The main library downtown, North Regional Library, East Regional Library, South Regional Library, Duke University's Karsh Alumni Center on Duke University Road, North Carolina Central University's Turner Law Building on Nelson and Highway 55, Eno River Unitarian Universalist Fellowship on Garrett Road, and the River Church on Prospectus Drive. Okay. Oh, and I have lots of links. I mean, if you want to do the absentee voting, voting by mail, whatever, I have all the links, the phone numbers, the email addresses, and also the links so that you can follow them on them being the Durham County Board of Elections on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All righty, let's see. Let's go to the Let's Go page. That is the calendar of events page. Let's go there. That's the last page that we will be visiting today. Let's see. Let me scroll down to 19 very quickly. Ooh, went too far. Wait a minute. There we are. So, New Visions of Africa restaurant, they will be giving away free meals from 3 until 6. If you're in need, stop by there. They're on Fayetteville Street. The Wednesday Durham Farmers Market is today. Today might be the last one, I think, for Wednesdays. And you know they have special ones for Thanksgiving. And of course, the Saturday farmers markets are just about all year round, pretty much. So I think today is the last Wednesday Durham Farmers Market in Durham Central Park from 3 until 6. Let's see. Also, just to let you know, if you're used to taking your kid to the farmers market on Saturdays, just remember they don't block off the street. They don't block off Foster Street on Wednesdays. So just be careful if your kid's used to running across the street, back and forth. Okay, so I told you about Black Men in STEM. That's from 3:30 until, it's probably for a couple of hours at NCCU. Kings Park International Church, they have their food pantry and clothing closet. So if you're in need, you need groceries, you need clothing, maybe you're looking for work or whatever you need for your house of faith or whatever, you want to look good for church. That's from 5 until 6. I told you about the Moorhead Fall Carnival. That's 5:30 until 7:30. The Old North State Jam, they're having their weekly open jam. This is going to be at the Friendly City Civitan Club on Glendale Avenue from 7 until 9. You don't have to just listen. You can take part. If you have an acoustic instrument and you like the fun, old-timey music, definitely stop by. Brett's Open Mic is another place where you can join in the music. It's not old-timey. They play soul and jazz. So this is going to be from 7 until 9 at the Blue Note Grill downtown. $5 admission. You can watch in person, or you can go, and also you can hop on stage and join them, or you can watch from home on Facebook. Let's see what's happening tomorrow. Sarah P. Duke Gardens has the Discovery Garden Drop-In. And this is where you go to the Charlotte Brody Discovery Garden, read a book, plant seeds, draw pictures, just enjoy being outdoors. And again, this is going to be tomorrow from 10 until noon. I know it's going to be a little airish, a little cool, but if you can take the lower temperatures, then definitely have a good time. Here's where I thought there was another NCCU event. Here it is. North Carolina Central University's School of Law, Social Justice, and Racial Equity Institute, that's a mouthful, they're hosting Then and Now, 80 Years of Struggle for Racial Equity. This is an all-day thing from noon until 9. So this is going to be held at the new NCCU Student Center on Nelson and Fayetteville. So the Social Justice Fair is going to be from noon until 4. And then Justice Anita Earls, she will be the keynote speaker at 5. And then they're going to have 2 panel discussions on the past and future of race relations from 6 until 9. So this should be a really great, fun, free event. And it's going to be held, again, at the NCCU Student Center. You can just drop in whenever you like. And it should be really, really educational, very informative. Okay, I think it's pretty much it. Let's look at the weather. And it looks like Guy, our cook, is waiting in the wings. And I think Barb is going to visit. Hopefully, we'll see. So it is 50 degrees right now. It's sunny. It's going to pretty much be sunny just about all afternoon. There might be a few clouds mid-afternoon. It's going up to 56. And like I said, it's going to be sunny pretty much all day. Tomorrow is going to be 62. And it's going to be sunny pretty much all day tomorrow as well. So that's a little better. So let's see. Looks like Guy, our cook, is going to show us something about the Grand Army Highway. And let's bring him on. Let's see what he's talking about today. Guy, what's new?
Hey, well, what's maybe new, not really new, but new to you, Grand Army of the Republic Highway, what I'm sharing there on the screen.
Oh, okay, let me click. What is it?
It's impossible to put an image up on Instagram that's not 1080 by 1080 square, okay? I didn't have a big image of Grand Army over the Republic Highway, US Route 6. Back in the 30s, when they first, I guess the lack of a better way of saying it, is invented US Route 6, it was known then as the Grand Army of the Republic Highway.
Wow.
Now, this organization, which was big back in the day, is for the sons and daughters of Civil War veterans.
Okay.
So if your great-grandfather, your grandfather, whatever, had fought in the Civil War, you can join this group.
Interesting.
Very prestigious. In fact, there are some addresses, I think in Pennsylvania is where I see it the most, that still use Grand Army of the Republic Highway as their street address. You know, they'll be at 1, 2, 3, 4, such and such a street, and they'll put Grand Army of the Republic Highway. Yeah,
wow.
Big push is going on there.
Thank you, Guy. You know what, Guy? We have someone who's dropping in, Nancy Cox from Bike Durham. So let me bring her on because this is very exciting. Wait, let's give her some fanfare. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Let's give her some fanfare.
Why not?
Nancy Cox, Bike Durham. How are you? Oh, you're on mute.
Now you can hear me.
Yes.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys.
The joke is supposed to go. Then it really turns into a puzzle.
So how are you?
I am doing really well. It's chilly out, but it feels like fall, so I'm not complaining.
Okay. I am suspicious that you're here to talk about Saturday, but before you do that, Tell us what Bike Durham is for those of us who don't know.
So Bike Durham is a nonprofit, and we are your local advocates for everything and anything having to do with sustainable transportation. So, for example, we advocate to the city to increase the investment in infrastructure for things like connected sidewalks and protected bike lanes. That's a good example. We also host events, and I will talk a moment about my event coming up this weekend.
Okay.
And a lot of our events throughout the year include bike rides, which people really enjoy. And we also have education. So currently we're in Durham Public Schools through PE class, where we bring our bike riding and walk safety program. So it's
Nice.
really awesome. We bring the bikes, we bring the helmets, we bring the
What?
curriculum and the trained instructors so that we can partner with the PE teacher and kids get on bikes and learn to ride bikes and learn to ride bikes safely during school. And they love
I
it.
did not know that.
Oh gosh.
Because we all learned in the alleys behind our houses back in Chicago, and I have the scarred up knees to prove it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? I'm glad you're here because there's something that kind of bothers me. I see the new bike lanes on Fayetteville Street, and I'm very happy to see them. But the only thing that bothers me, I really want people to be more aware, because I've seen some near accidents when you're turning right, and they're not, yeah, I've seen some near misses.
I know. And so there's a lot of that's why it's important that you have an advocacy organization like Bike Durham, because part of our education is to help motorists understand what it means when we say we have to share the road. So I'm a motorist, and I, especially working with Bike Durham, I've been here almost 6 months. I've become acutely aware of when a bicycle is on the road, and it reminds me that they have all the rights and privileges of the road that I do, including being able to go in the middle of the road, especially if they need to, let's say they're in the bike lane, but they need to make a left coming up ahead. They're allowed to come into the lane, take the lane, which means I'm going to need to slow down and get into that left lane to make a turn. And you're right. When you pass a bike on your right and you are coming to a stop sign or a stoplight, you need to look to your right to make sure that the bicyclist is far enough behind you, or as you're preparing to make that right turn, or that you yield to the bicycle if he's going straight through the intersection, or that you're clear about who's going to go first. Because that is an accident that happens where, unfortunately, the car cuts off the bicycle, and that's not good.
And they might not even be aware. But let me ask you this, because I know you said that they can get into that lane and then turn left. Is
Yeah.
that really the safest way? Because when I was a kid, they taught us to go across the street and then, go across the street, and then
Yeah.
turn.
To like go and cross the street. So this is where we have to remember, different bicyclists are going to do different things. So if maybe, a mom is out with her kids and they're just leisurely riding, she might actually do that, stop at the intersection, dismount from their bikes and walk their bikes across with the crosswalk. Right.
I would suggest that for families. Yeah.
Yeah. But a commuter is just like you and me, in our cars, trying to get to work on time, trying to get to a meeting across town. And they are going to do what's most expeditious. So they have all the rights to the road that we have. And that's absolutely what they're allowed to do.
Okay. I just want everybody to be safe.
I know. And so you can imagine, we've got a lot of education that needs to happen. I was just at Durham Academy, a shout out to a student, Rachel, who did a presentation to her junior student body on helping them understand as drivers, new drivers, how they have to share the road. And a lot of the students, admitted that they didn't remember much about sharing the road with bikes from their driver's ed class. So we definitely have
they might not have really brought that home.
Yeah. And so there's definitely more we all need to do to make sure we understand how to share the road, especially now with e-bikes. More and more people are going to start riding are going to start riding their bikes now that we have the pedal assist bikes. And so we're gonna see more bicycle
Yeah,
traffic.
I was just in LA and I saw most of the bikes that I saw were e-bikes.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
you had a question, Guy?
Yes. I'm wondering, does the e-bikes that are becoming more and more popular, can they charge off of a car charging station?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Hey, I stumped the band. All right. All right.
But this Saturday, we are going to have a company out of Charlotte who also has a branch in Greensboro called E-Bike Central. They're one of the largest e-bike distributors in North Carolina. And I know I can get my question answered when I talk with Joe at E-Bike Central. They're one of our sponsors for our event this weekend.
Yeah.
And
I'm reading more and more.
Saturday, what is? Go ahead, Guy. Go ahead.
My brother-in-law, he's a retired logger. He's in his 80s. He bought an e-bike. I said, John, you're not going to ride an e-bike. What? Yeah. I'm going to use it to haul out elk. When he goes elk hunting,
oh my God,
he's at the age now that he can't lift a quarter of an elk.
Yeah.
So he's going to hang him on the bike and then walk the bike out, electrically powered.
He could probably
That's going to be an interesting sight.
Yeah, that's about the most interesting use for an e-bike that I've heard, guys. So I'm going to definitely share that with Joe at E-Bike Central.
Yeah. He got on it once just to ride, just because you get curious, right? Yeah. So he knows how to ride a bike. So he got on the bike, and he said he flipped on the electric assist or whatever you flip the switch. Powered, took off like a shot.
Yeah.
He said, I've never ridden that fast on a bike before.
Right. And people can test ride this weekend. They can test ride an e-bike, and they can also test ride e-scooter from Spin is going to be there. Another company, Bird, is a sponsor, but they're not going to be there this weekend with their e-scooters. Yeah, thanks so much for
that out. So what's happening Saturday?
So this weekend, you might say we are having an event called Movable City, and it is a festival celebration of sustainable transportation. And, that might stump people at first. You're celebrating sustainable transportation? Yes, absolutely, because it's under the bigger umbrella of climate change. And this is one area, transportation, where we have the potential to make actually a pretty big impact as we get more people out of single-use vehicles onto bikes as pedestrians and using, very key here, public transit. Yeah. So that is what we are using this event from, and we're going to be at the Golden Belt campus, which is super exciting, and they're rolling out the red carpet for us. The restaurants that are there are all offering some kind of a treat or a discount. That's going to be fun. And the Golden Belt campus just has a cool vibe. Plus, they have taken a lot of measures to make their building green and their grounds green. Strata Solar is one of our sponsors. They have a prominent set of offices right there by the lawn where Highwire is, et cetera. And another company there, Leyline Renewable Capital, is also going to be a sponsor. And again, they invest in renewable energy businesses and companies. So yeah, we're celebrating sustainable transportation.
Nice.
I'll stop and let you ask questions, and then I'm happy to share more.
Well, what time is it going to be?
Oh, thanks. It's from 11 to 3 p.m. And you can, of course, come early and stay later because the Golden Belt campus has lots of fun things for folks to do.
Okay.
And,
go ahead. I'm just going to welcome Barb. She's not here with her camera, but she's going to join us. Hey, Barb.
How are you guys doing today?
Doing well.
We're learning about bicycles. You missed it, Barb. I stumped the band. We're going to ask Joe, and that's all I'm going to say.
So Guy's in Washington State, and Barb is in the Southwest. I can't remember.
Oregon.
My home base is actually Central Oregon, which is real heavy into biking. But I'm at my other home in New Mexico today.
New Mexico. Yeah.
I came here for
Okay.
the balloon festival
Oh,
and trying to get
Oh,
things cleaned up.
That's
is the air
sustainable
quality
too.
good down there?
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, good. I
The
I went to
problem,
the I went to the clinic in Richland today, and the air quality was 77. I said, "Oh my God, that's so bad." Anything over 50, my eyes water. So
Wow.
I made it home, and I looked up Seattle, where they're having all the smoke from the fires. 176. That
Wow.
is not good. Nobody can handle 176. That's why Nancy. You see Nancy doing this? She's
yeah,
correct.
that's tough.
She
So
won't have to
Nancy,
ask Joe that question.
Yes, Pat.
I'm noticing now I did mention earlier, I don't think you were here yet, but I was talking about how the city of Durham has these vacancies, these different boards. I was telling people about the end of day tomorrow for putting in your application. Do you have anything to do with one of these commissions? It's the Durham Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Commission. So is that something
Yeah,
that you work with?
yeah, they're definitely great partners to us, and we definitely pay attention to kind of what's on their docket and look for opportunities to, share out with our community the information that they're working on, and we also can share ideas with them as well. So we're definitely collaborators. I can't say that I know. I do know that. I think I know a member or two of Bike Durham who also are serving in that capacity. Yeah,
Okay,
they do great
because
work, and Bike
they do
Walk,
have a vacancy.
they're like a government entity, but they also I do sort of think of them as advocates for sustainable transportation options, and then Bike Walk NC is a nonprofit advocating at the state level, and their conference is actually next weekend, and I think a couple
Oh,
of our folks are going to their conference, Bike Walk NC.
write it
Yeah,
down.
I was just looking at the lineup. It looks fantastic.
I'll have to definitely check that out.
Yeah, please do. And, and I love to point out that it's not just about bicycles, it's about walking and public transit. And
Right.
often, we forget that people tend to walk to get to a bus station. So we want to
Hmm.
make sure that their walk is safe and protected and accessible. Once they get there, I don't know about you, but I'd prefer to stand in a shelter and not have to
Yeah.
stand in the open. And it's crazy when we see bus stops that are so unprotected like that. It makes no sense.
Well, out in my neighborhood, we don't all have sidewalks. I
Right.
think that's even more worrisome.
Yeah.
They are starting to put sidewalks on. I live off of South Alston, and they did put sidewalks on one portion, but the
Yeah.
whole thing is not totally paved.
Yeah.
So I hope
I'm
that
not the expert on those issues, unfortunately.
yeah.
My executive director, John Talmadge, and also our chair, a board member and chair of our advocacy committee, Eric Langfried.
Mhm.
They both are the experts, and so all I can say is I'm pretty confident there's some new policy going in for new developments that where sidewalks are going to have to be included, and
Good.
there's some good stuff I know that we're interested in making sure happens, and that's what we do as an advocacy organization. Um,
Mhm.
as policies are accepted, we also are watching to make sure they're implemented and that they're implemented in a timely manner. So, and
Mhm.
that connectivity of sidewalks too. You've probably seen this. They'll put in a new neighborhood and it'll have a sidewalk along the main road that ends. It's
Mhm.
like a sidewalk to nowhere.
Yeah, that does happen in my
Yeah.
neighborhood as well.
Yeah, they run out of money.
It's
That's
or
what
they
I always
just
say.
that was the requirement, but then
Yeah.
nothing, there was no planning in place to make sure that they use that as an opportunity to connect those sidewalks.
I
Now,
figured they just
Nancy,
didn't have permission or something.
Yeah,
I Googled the phrase sustainable transportation just out of curiosity. And one thing I don't see on here, I see walking, cycling, transit. Oh, transit, that's buses. Duh.
Yeah.
that's okay.
And scooters.
It can be scooters,
Scooters isn't listed. It just says cycling, but no
yeah.
scooters.
It could be light rail as well for transit, as well as buses. It could be a subway. Right. Yeah. Well, Pat, I haven't had the pleasure of being on before. I know my board chair, Mark, has joined you before,
Yeah.
and I don't know whether I stay or
Oh,
if
you
I've
can.
chatted, I go or
You're more than welcome to stay. I usually keep the show short, and people drop
Okay,
in and they
okay.
come and go. I did want to point out two more things about Saturday's event.
Yes, I'd
Again,
like
it's
to
called
make sure you
Movable. Yeah, I'll
movable.
be there DJing. I'll
Yes,
be
that's
there
what I want to
DJing.
make sure. Do
But I
people know
really,
that you are DJ Pity Pat?
oh yeah,
Ah,
oh yeah.
Okay, well, we've got the best DJ lined up for this Saturday, so we're very
yes.
much looking forward to that.
Thank you. But I also want to point out that the kids can take a bike
Yeah.
safety course,
Mhm.
and that's really important
Yeah.
because sometimes these kids, obviously they haven't been trained and they're just weaving in and out, and it's just so scary when you're driving down the street.
I know.
Oh my goodness, it's
Yeah,
just,
you
oh
know,
my goodness.
the
When you
age
see
group
a
that
when I see a
yeah,
bicycle, I just slow down because
I
I don't
know.
know
You
if
don't
the
know what
kid's
they're
gonna,
gonna do, and that's
yeah.
one of the main things we teach. So we're also gonna have some little mini education courses for older youth and adults, and
Mhm.
that's one of the main things we teach is that you have to be predictable. The driver should know, hey, he's gonna follow the rules just like I am. You need
Mhm.
to have bright clothing, you need to have a front, and you have to have a rear light blinking. So these are things that we need to teach.
Mhm.
The bike skills course is for younger kids, and they actually are
Oh,
going to be able to either bring their bike or get on the bike and ride through a course that's kind of chalked out on the blacktop. And that's when they learn how to make their hand signals. They learn that they have to
oh
stop.
good.
They learn how to merge to make a left turn. So it is really fun. Yeah, it's a family-friendly event, but also the Highwire campus sort of appeals to young adults and,
Mhm.
single folks as well because of the fun restaurants and, of course, Highwire Brewery. And again,
Mhm.
all of them have really rolled out the red carpet and are giving some kind of a discount. And I do
Wonderful.
have one request to the DJ. I'm going to put in a song request.
Oh, let me write it down.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you write them down.
I bet it might be on your list already. You got to play the electric slide.
Of course.
It sort of
Hello.
fits in with the
She didn't
theme.
write it down. She's already got that one, I'm sure.
Okay,
And
I will
I
play that.
promise I'll remember how to do the electric slide. I'll go on and watch a video and I'll be the knucklehead out there leading everybody in the electric slide. How's that?
Okay, that'll be really fun. And we really want to encourage people to come out. And also, if people just want to learn more about Bike Durham, how can they do so?
We have a really short URL, just bikedurham.org. And that is, we just
Simple.
launched a page for the movable city today, so you can see the complete itinerary. Let me do my 30 seconds commercial. We're going to
Sure.
start at 11. Folks can go on either a 10-mile bike ride or a 5-mile family-friendly bike ride, leaving from Golden Belt and returning for the festivities. We're going to do a historic walking tour with Golden Belt, who is one of the sponsors of the campus, and learn how
Mhm.
what was the history of the campus. We also are going to hop on the Durham City bus to Raffia Book Cafe, and once there, we'll
Nice.
meet the owners and learn about their business. 9th Street Bakery is going to have cookies available for anyone that's willing to take that journey. So that'll leave at 12 and be about a 40-minute excursion. And
Nice.
we'll have the little mini education classes to learn about taking care of your bike and being a safe bicyclist, the skills
Mhm.
course for the kids as well, and the
Okay.
DJ and a photo booth. Oh, and Durham City Department of Transportation is bringing their electric bus. So that
Yes.
you can hop on and check out the new electric bus and also learn how to load your bike on the front of the bus.
Nice.
And then finally, we'll have partner organizations like the East Coast Greenway, for example, will be there.
Okay.
And so folks will be able to learn more about other groups affiliated with the sustainable transportation movement.
Awesome.
Speaking
So
of electric,
Barb, Guy, do you have any questions? I know you're not local, but
I just
do you
saw
have
a
any?
thing the other day. Nancy mentioned electric bus. There was a thing on Facebook the other day from John Deere, the tractor makers. They're going to have electric tractors.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
that's just
different.
blows my mind.
Yay. We have a John Deere. We have a little bit of property, and I would love it if we had an electric mower, John Deere, instead of having to use the gas one. I mean, because it's so loud. You have to wear
Yeah, John got an electric lawnmower. It's a
riding mower. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's got a pretty big yard. And I mean, of all the people I know that recycle and keep things environmentally sound, he's going to win at least the silver, if not the gold, in the medal award ceremony. That guy, he rinses out his tin cans and flattens them, and just every kind of recycling thing I've ever heard of, John does.
Perfect.
Nice. Any comments, Barb, before we go?
No, I just wanted to catch up with you all, and actually, I was very much enjoying what Nancy had to say. So
wonderful.
Yeah, Barb and Guy, I bet you two have bike advocacy organizations or sustainable advocacy organizations. I should know what they are, but I'm confident that you've got a group just like us in your neck of the woods. So definitely look them up, because it's so important to have a local advocacy organization to help us move towards increased options for sustainable transportation.
Awesome. And I want to hear more about the program in the schools. I had no idea that you were teaching.
I should have come last week. We just ended a fundraiser and we were just a little bit short of our goal. We need to be able to, we've got to wait. So last year we served 6 schools. This year we're in 12 and we have 11 on a waiting list. So we are being creative and figuring out how to serve 3 more schools this spring, and we'll be able to use the funds we raised, almost $20,000, to help expand that programming.
Okay. Do you mind my asking for Saturday? I think Mark was telling me that today's the day you were going to go to the site to see where everything's going to be set up. And I was going to drop by. So what time will you be there?
We'll be there at 5:30, and Cugino Forno is going to give us some pizzas, and then we're going to head over to Highwire, where you're able to eat your pizzas and enjoy some beverages there.
Well, I will see you at 5:30 for sure. Okay,
yes,
thank you.
And bundle up. It's going to be chilly, but Saturday, on the other hand, is going to be pristine.
Nice.
Not here.
Again.
Sorry
Thank you,
about that. You guys, it was so much fun. Thank you again, Pat. We look forward to seeing you.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Okay, see everybody.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
And speaking of weather, on Saturday, in the 50s here.
Nice.
Saturday and Sunday are going to be highs.
That's not too bad, actually. It's not too bad.
Well, it's not freezing.
See you later, guys.
Cool. Ciao.
Okay, see you soon. All righty, that is pretty much it for today's show. Like I said, it's going to be a high of 56. It's not too bad. In fact, let's see what it's going to be on Saturday. Let's see. 69, not bad. And sunny, not bad at all. And with that, you have a beautiful day. Share this out so that more people can know, especially if they're interested in bicycling as commuters or just for fun. So anyway, have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Ciao for now.